Hello everyone, welcome back to the Irvington Public Library. This is Storytime with Miss Chima. Today we're going to be reading this book. Thank you, Oma. This book is written by Oge Mora. On the corner of the First Street and Long Street, on the very top floor, Oma was cooking a thick red stew in a big fat pot for a nice evening meal. She seasoned and stirred it and took a small taste. What a delicious stew, Oma said. Tonight's dinner will surely be the best I've ever had. With that, Oma put down her spoon and went to read her book before supper. As the thick red stew simmered on the stove, its scrumptious scent wafted out the window and out the door, down the hall, towards the street and around the block, until knock! Someone was at the door. When Oma opened it, she saw a little boy. "Little boy," Oma exclaimed, "what brings you to my home?" "I was playing my race car down the hall when I smelled the most delicious smell," the little boy replied. "What is it?" "Thick red stew." Stew," he sighed. "That sure sounds yummy." Oma thought for a moment. She was saving her stew for dinner, but she had made quite a bit. It won't hurt to share. "Would you like some?" The little boy nodded. And so Oma spooned out some thick red stew from the big fat pot from her evening meal. "Thank you, Oma," the little boy said, and went on his way. With that, Oma closed the door and went back to her book. As she read, her thick red stew's scrumptious scent wafted out the window and out the door, down the hall, towards the street, and around the block, until knock, knock! Someone was at the door. When Oma opened the door, this time she saw a police officer. "Miss Police Officer," Oma exclaimed, "what brings you to my home?" "I was on duty down the street when I smelled the most delicious smell," Mr. Police Officer replied. "What is it?" "Thick red stew." "Stew?" she said, and her mouth watered. "That sounds mighty tasty." Oma thought for a moment. There was still enough to share. "Would you like some?" The police officer nodded. Once again, Oma spooned out some thick red stew from the big fat pot for her nice evening meal. "Thank you, Oma," the officer said, and went on her way. And so, for the second time, Oma closed the door and went back to her book. Sure enough, as she read, her thick red stew's scrumptious scent wafted out the window and out the door, down the hall, towards the street, and around the block, until knock, knock, knock! Again, someone was at Oma's door. This time, when she opened it, she saw A hot dog vendor. A hot dog vendor? Mr. Hot Dog Vendor, Alma exclaimed, what brings you to my home? I was selling my hot dog down the block when I smelled the most delicious smell, Mr. Hot Dog Vendor replied. What is it? Thick red stew. Ooh, stew? The vendor licked his lip. That sounds quite delectable. So Alma spooned out some thick red stew from the big fat pot for her nice evening dinner. Thank you, Alma, the hot dog vendor said, and went on his way. Throughout the day, from all across the neighborhood, knocked on Alma's door. She fed a shop owner, a cab driver, a doctor, an actor, a lawyer, a dancer, a baker, an artist, a singer, an athlete, a bus driver, a construction worker, even the mayor stopped by. And each time they knocked, almost shared. Soon the sky darkened, the street light brightened, and it was finally time for dinner. But when Alma opened her big fat pot of thick red stew for her nice evening meal, it was empty. Alma sniffed. There goes the best dinner I've ever had. Sorry and blue. She sat at the table with her empty pot until knock, 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 knock. Who could it be? Alma wondered. When she opened her door, she saw the little boy, the police officer, the hot dog vendor, the shop owner, the cab driver, the doctor, the actor, the lawyer, the dancer, the baker. Why, everyone she fed that day was at her door. I'm sorry, everyone, Alma sighed. My thick red stew is all gone. I have nothing left to share. The little boy tugged at Alma's sleeve. Don't worry, Alma. We are not here to ask. We are here to give. The police officer carried in a fresh salad. The mayor entered with a roast chicken. The baker brought a collection of sweet goodies. Even the little boy presented Alma with something special in a shiny red envelope. Everyone who had knocked on Alma's door that day squeezed inside her tiny apartment, and together they ate, danced, and celebrated. While Alma's big fat pot of red thick stew was empty, her heart was full of happiness and love. That was the best she had ever had. That was the best dinner she had ever had. The end. You see, when you share, you will receive. She shared with everybody, and everybody came back to thank her and gave her something. That's beautiful. It's always good to share, right? Thank you very much for coming. Thank you for listening to the stories. And I hope you are enjoying the stories as we bring them to you every week. Please, parents, subscribe to our channel so that you can get the story every week as we post them. Thank you again, and I'll see you guys very, very soon. Bye.